The ED report, viewers, has totally destroyed Times Now's claim that Republic should not be number one. The ED appointed special auditor has analyzed the data and the statements, and the auditor has ripped through, torn apart to shreds Times Now's claims on this. And I want you to show the part and read out the appropriate part. Please listen carefully, viewers. This is very important. It may be an embarrassment for Times Now. The claim has been trashed. They've been trashed in the report. Their theory has been torn apart. Shravan will tell us more. Shravan.
So, the Enforcement Directorate appoints an auditor.
Yes.
They are given the full set of their investigation, the investigation done by the Enforcement Directorate, all the inputs that came in, data that came in from BARC. The auditor was given the mandate that you need to analyze each one of them. And specific focus was on this entire allegation that Republic is not the original number one. It is Times Now that is the original number one. Their wishful thinking that seems to have now come out in the open. Here, take a look at this particular report.
Yeah.
Now, this report is the entire report prepared by the auditor.
Yeah.
These are 3 columns. They go week-wise. Each week, what is the data like?
Yeah.
Here, take a look at it. Page number 92.
And this is an auditor. I would like to share the name. Very well-recognized auditing firm called Cites and Cites.
Cites and
Swapni will know about this.
Yes.
Cites and Cites
Top of the
LLP.
line on this, right?
Absolutely. One of the best.
Yeah.
So this is what they do. They go week-wise and they say that, okay, we are looking at everything. We are looking at the emails of BARC. We are looking at the data. Now, I'll read out what exactly did Cites and Cites say about week 24, 2017. And I'm quoting. The analysis of emails of BARC officials, SOP of BARC, statements of BARC officials taken by the Enforcement Directorate, iMessage conversations of BARC officials does not inter alia refer to alteration of ranking of Times Now to below that of Republic TV based on the samples verified by us. They also go on to say, based on the above and to the best of our knowledge and belief, there is no indication of any intended modification of rankings that resulted in manipulation. Like this, it runs into about several pages and about 8 instances that we have counted where the Enforcement Directorate's auditor says there is zero manipulation. Not a single week there was any manipulation from BARC's side to make us number one. What's important to point out here, the reality being that there were vigilance inputs for those, and especially for the Joint Commissioner of Police Law and Order, Mr. Milind Bharambe, who was essentially saying that they were relying on facts. The fact being is that the auditor misled. It is the auditor which gave the wrong data. It is the auditor which turns out by saying that they had never taken into account vigilance inputs against Times Now. And that is the reason why it was a fake report that was prepared, because here, take a look at what, once again, the auditor is saying here. BARC has now openly said, and this is what BARC has told, and the auditor has looked into it. They are saying that Times Now, on the basis of instructions citing vigilance inputs as such, after applying the CAC, which is controls on Times Now, numbers would logically change. And the same has been mentioned by me in the above email. Times Now, due to vigilance inputs for the said channel, the numbers would change. Further, with reference to Republic, since there was no vigilance input for the said channel, the numbers were kept same for the said channel. CACs were applied on all suspicious channels based on vigilance inputs. There were inputs about suspicious behavior of Times Now from vigilance updates. So it's very, very clear that the auditor appointed by the Mumbai police never took into account that there were vigilance inputs against Times Now, and that is the reason why logically things would have been very different had they taken into consideration.
Absolutely.